determined. Inspection.
It's working. Can you see it's working?
Inspection. Don't need an inspection. 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 Opening names. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Savage duck on a track, zooming fast, never look back. Flying past cars in a blur, F1 dreams he will conquer. Last on the grid he's starting, heartbeats race, engines roaring. Corner sight, adrenaline high, victory calls reach for the sky. Passing cars, one by one, Savage Duck is having fun. Doing laps, feeling alive, in this race he will thrive. Pit stop quick team, on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Back on track, can't be stopped, speeding forward like a shot. Passing cars, one by one, Savage Duck is having fun. Doing laps, feeling alive, in this race he will thrive. Pit stop quick team, on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Back on track, can't be stopped, speeding forward like a shot. Passing cars, one by one, Savage Duck is having fun. Doing laps, feeling alive, in this race he will thrive. Pit stop quick team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Pit stop quick team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Checkered flag in his sights, racing hard through the night. Fans all cheer, crowd goes wild, Savage Duck, victory style. Oh. Passing cars, one by one, Savage Duck is having fun. Doing laps, feeling alive, in this race shot. Checkered flag in his sights, racing hard through the nights. Fans all cheer, crowd goes wild. Savage duck, victory style. Oh! Savage duck on a track, zooming fast, never look back. Flying past cars in a blur, F1 dreams he will conquer. Last on the grid he's starting, heartbeats race, engines roaring. Corners tight, adrenaline high, victory calls reach for the sky. Passing cars, one by one, Savage Duck is having fun. Doing laps, feeling alive, in this race he will thrive. Pit stop quick, team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Back on track, can't be stopped, speeding forward like a shot. Passing cars, one by one, Savage Duck is having fun. Doing laps, feeling alive, in this race he will thrive. Pit stop quick, team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Back on track, can't be stopped, speeding forward like a shot. Passing cars, one by one, Savage Duck is having fun. Doing laps, feeling alive, in this race he will thrive. Pit stop quick, team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Pit stop quick, team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Checkered flag in his sights, racing hard through the nights. Fans all cheer, crowd goes wild. Savage Duck, victory style. Oh! Passing cars, one by one, Savage Duck is having fun. Doing laps, feeling alive, in this race he will thrive. It's a quick team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Back on track, can't be stopped, speeding forward like a shot. Checkered flag in his sights, racing hard through the nights. Fans all cheer, crowd goes wild. Savage Duck, victory style. Oh! Savage Duck on the track, zooming fast, never look back. Flying past cars in a blur, F1 dreams he will conquer. Last on the grid he's starting, heartbeats race, engines roaring. Corners tight, adrenaline high, victory calls reach for the sky. Passing cars, one by one, Savage Duck is having fun. Doing laps, feeling alive, in this race he will thrive. Pit stop quick, team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Back on track, can't be stopped, speeding forward like a shot. Passing cars, one this race he will thrive. Pit stop quick, team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Pit stop quick, team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Checkered flag in his sights, racing hard through the nights. Fans all cheer, crowd goes wild. Savage duck, victory style. Oh. Passing cars, one by one. Savage duck is having fun. Doing laps, feeling alive. In this race he will thrive. It's a quick team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Back on track, can't be stopped, speeding forward like a shot. Checkered flag in his sights, racing hard through the nights. Fans all cheer, crowd goes wild. Savage duck, victory style. Oh! Savage duck on the track, zooming fast, never look back. Flying past cars in a blur, F1 dreams he will conquer. Last on the grid he's starting, heartbeats race, engines roaring. Corners tight, adrenaline high, victory calls reach for the sky. Passing cars, one by one, Savage duck is having fun. Doing laps, feeling alive. In this race he will thrive. Pit stop quick, team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Back on track, can't be stopped, speeding forward like a shot. Passing cars, one by one, Savage duck is having fun. Doing laps, feeling alive. In this race he will thrive. Pit stop quick, team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Back on track, can't be stopped, speeding forward like a shot. Passing cars, one by one, Savage duck is having fun. Doing laps, feeling alive. In this race he will thrive. Pit stop quick, team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Pit stop quick, team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Checkered flag in his sights, racing hard through the nights. Fans all cheer, crowd goes wild. Savage duck, victory style. Oh! Passing cars, one by one, Savage duck is having fun. Doing laps, feeling alive. In this race he will thrive. It's a quick team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Back on track, can't be stopped, speeding forward like a shot. Checkered flag in his sights, racing hard through the nights. Fans all cheer, crowd goes wild. Savage duck, victory style. Oh! Savage duck on the track, zooming fast, never look back. Flying past cars in a blur, F1 dreams he will conquer. Last on the grid he's starting, heartbeats race, engines roaring, corners tight, adrenaline high, victory calls reach for the sky. Passing cars one by one, Savage Duck is having fun, doing laps, feeling alive, in this race he will thrive. Pit stop quick team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Back on track, can't be stopped, speeding forward like a shot. Passing cars one by one, Savage Duck is having fun, doing laps, feeling alive, in this race he will thrive. Pit stop quick team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Back on track, can't be stopped, speeding forward like a shot. Passing cars one by one, Savage Duck is having fun, doing laps, feeling alive, in this race he will thrive. Pit stop quick team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Pit stop quick team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Checkered flag in his sights, racing hard through the nights. Fans all cheer, crowd goes wild, Savage Duck, victory style. Oh. Passing cars one by one, Savage Duck is having fun, doing laps, feeling alive, in this race he will thrive. It's a quick team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Back on track, can't be stopped, speeding forward like a shot. Checkered flag in his sights, racing hard through the nights. Fans all cheer, crowd goes wild, Savage Duck, victory style. Oh! Savage Duck on the track, zooming fast, never look back. Flying past cars in a blur, F1 dreams he will conquer. Last on the grid he's starting, heartbeats race, engines roaring, corners tight, adrenaline high, victory calls reach for the sky. Passing cars one by one, Savage Duck is having fun, doing laps, feeling alive, in this race he will thrive. Pit stop quick team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Back on track, can't be stopped, speeding forward like a shot. Passing cars one by one, Savage Duck is having fun, doing laps, feeling alive, in this race he will thrive. Pit stop quick team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Back on track, can't be stopped, speeding forward like a shot. Passing cars one by one, Savage Duck is having fun, doing laps, feeling alive, in this race he will thrive. Pit stop quick team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Pit stop quick team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Checkered flag in his sights, racing hard through the nights. Fans all cheer, crowd goes wild. Savage duck, victory style. Oh. Passing cars, one by one. Savage duck is having fun. Doing laps, feeling alive. In this race he will thrive. It's a quick team on their toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Back on track, can't be stopped, speeding forward like a shot. Checkered flag in his sights, racing hard through the nights. Fans all cheer, crowd goes wild. Savage duck, victory style. Oh! Savage duck on the track, zooming fast, never look back. Flying past cars in a blur, F1 dreams he will conquer. Last on the grid he's starting, heartbeats race, engines roaring. Corners tight, adrenaline high, victory calls reach for the sky. Passing cars, one by one, Savage duck is having fun. Doing laps, feeling alive. In this race he will thrive. Pit stop quick team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Back on track, can't be stopped, speeding forward like a shot. Passing cars, one by one, Savage duck is having fun. Doing laps, feeling alive. In this race he will thrive. Pit stop quick team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Back on track, can't be stopped, speeding forward like a shot. Passing cars, one by one, Savage duck is having fun. Doing laps, feeling alive. In this race he will thrive. Pit stop quick team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Pit stop quick team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Checkered flag in his sights, racing hard through the nights. Fans all cheer, crowd goes wild. Savage duck, victory style. Oh! Passing cars, one by one, Savage duck is having fun. Doing laps, feeling alive. In this race he will thrive. It's a quick team on the toes, fuel and tires, then he goes. Back on track, can't be stopped, speeding forward like a shot. Checkered flag in his sights, racing hard through the nights. Fans all cheer, crowd goes wild. Savage duck, victory style. Oh! Savage duck on the track, zooming fast, never look back. Flying past cars in a blur, F1 dreams he will conquer. Last on the grid, he's starting. Heartbeats race, engines roaring. Corners tight, adrenaline high. Victory calls, reach for the sky. Passing cars, one by one. Savage Duck is having fun. Doing laps, feeling alive. In this race he will thrive. Pit stop quick, team on the toes. Fuel and tires, then he goes. Back on track, can't be stopped. Speeding forward like a shot. Passing cars, one by one. Savage Duck is having fun. Doing laps, feeling alive. In this race he will thrive. Pit stop quick, team on the toes. Fuel and tires, then he goes. Back on track, can't be stopped. Speeding forward like a shot. Passing cars, one by one. Savage Duck is having fun. Doing laps, feeling alive. In this race he will thrive. Pit stop quick, team on the toes. Fuel and tires, then he goes. Pit stop quick, team on the toes. Fuel and tires, then he goes. Checkered flag in his sights. Racing hard through the nights. Fans all cheer, crowd goes wild. Savage Duck, victory style. Oh. Passing cars, one by one. Savage Duck is having fun. Doing laps, feeling alive. In this race he will thrive.
Okay, we're here at this race here for Division 4 RaceonOz, the Gamesman Season 11 sprint round held at the Gran Turismo special track St. Croix Sector B or version B. Nice wide track, good one for sprint races. Should be an interesting one to run. Sprint races, if those who don't know what they are, it's two short races, with the second race a reverse grid race of the winners or the format or results of the first race, and then we combine the totals together to who wins this round. So St. Croix, very good wide track. It's my huskies making noises in the background. Great track to overtake and fairly awkward to block in places, but plenty of overtaking parts around the track, as well as innovative places to overtake for people. Qualifying will start for the first race very shortly, so waiting for possibly one other person to join the group, which will be Fezza. We'll just keep an eye out for him. I'm just checking to make sure my stream works this time round. It has been on the blink last time and missed out on recording a lot of the effort I put into getting the line working. So doing various kinds of checking. So I don't waste my time and your time and nothing gets happened. With any luck, might get some people viewing this, and I'll try and be better than average before we get this game underway. But we've got 7 drivers this time round. It's just looking at the grid positions here. We've got Wolfie, who's been in every race since round 1. Anders missed out on the race last week, but did, by memory, race at the Enduro round. Dash, who's leading the charge at the moment, a good way deal out in front. A teammate Halfbite is in 2nd position in the team standings. He's here as well. Easy Cray, who's been in every single race this season as well. He might be fighting for 3rd. It might be between him and Anders at the moment. I'll have a look at it. Okay, it looks like we've got here Halfbite is saying it'll be a room reset and then the race will be on. Looks like Fezza might not make it in time for this round. He might be busy. We don't know what is actually happening. So let's just see what will come about it, and I'll go into spectate mode, and we'll watch the qualifying start. So again, bear with me, it's only the start, but this time around at least I've pressed the right buttons to get the stream happening. Much apologies, because the Red Bull Ring did have such wonderful occasions. I'm hoping some guys got some replays of this, where we had some switchbacks from Wolfie showing some old class there on a few of the new guys. We had the beginning of the race, the Red Bull Ring, Fezza doing an absolute monster launch at the beginning and gaining multiple positions on guys, and got in behind the guys from row 3 on the grid and jumped straight between, like parting the Red Sea, and getting up into 3rd position before the first corner. It was an absolute monster launch, and so disappointed that I didn't get it recorded. I am just absolutely gutted that I didn't have that for everyone to show. Just watching this happen, and already we've got Arnold jumping out on medium, so everyone else is out on softs by the looks of it, this qualifying session. And again, looks like another reset is happening. We'll see what happens. I'm not in the chat room with the guys, so I have no idea what the organisations and so forth are happening. Just go through. Arnold's still on medium, so he's not doing himself any favours. For the qualifying, this is a sprint round, and just like unlike the normal rounds, it does not matter of tyre requirements. It's whatever tyre you choose to get around and see where you qualify. So it looks like we've got Halfbite, who's got fresh air in front of him, so he'll set the pace, while the others behind him are going to jostle for positions, and hopefully a bit of cooperation. They might get themselves in a situation where they can get some gap between them and not start doing each other over on time. Decent sized track this is. As I said, decent sized track. Takes a little while to get around, so 9 laps will take you roughly half an hour, 25 minutes to get around. I'm just watching Anders and dash, just get used to the track around here. This is only just the out lap, so qualifying doesn't officially start until the out lap. Excuse me, soft drink coming out. It's been a warm day here in Sydney, so yeah, making sure I'm well hydrated for this. Should be a very exciting race, even though it's Div 4 guys racing. They do put on a good show for everyone to watch. And when I say good show, it's not a grief-stricken race. There is actually good racing and camaraderie between these guys. I'll just move on to Easy Prey, an old stalwart from times past, just like Wolfie. He's been around in RaceonOz Ruse for a good while now. Has been a championship winner, racing for the Gamesmen, who are actually, by the way, the sponsor for this season. He's racing with Team Gamesmen. Just hop onto Arnold. As he starts his qualifying lap, another veteran of Ruse, and a good, clean and safe racer, I would like to say. He came in, might have just missed out on the podium last week, but a solid race by him. He kept out of trouble, and that's what you need to do in most cases. I'll just go through and we'll watch Half-Bite go through. He goes over the bridge. The corner just before the bridge is a bit funny. It's a bit of a join in the road there, and the car does like to get out of shape if you go over it not right. And then at the end of the bridge, you've got almost a 90-degree turn. In fact, a 90-degree turn left. And with this car, if you put the power down at the wrong time, you can get yourself out of shape. Then into this, it's really an awkward corner at the lake here. It starts out as a sharp right-hand turn and then gets sharper on you at the last moment, and before you know it, there's a wall right there on the coming out of the corner, I should say, and you can get yourself out unstuck. Found through here through testing that corner there, you can just go flat out. It's really great. But again, you've got another real awkward corner where it's turning and then sharpens right the way up. And if you put the power down again in the wrong spot, which Half-Bite's done really well there, if you put it down at the wrong time, you can end up perpendicular to the wall. If we go through here, you can, if you take the line right, you can go flat out through here. Maybe a slight lift as you try and get some front end grip coming through here. Not much of a problem for this car. And then down into the final corner before you go down to the home straight. We'll see what sort of time that Half-Bite puts in, and he'll set the pace for everyone else. As he puts in the 2:21, we'll see if anyone else actually beats him. It looks like Half-Bite holds pole at the moment. Still a few guys coming around, see where they go. It looks like Anders is second so far. We have got still time on the board to get going. Selrath in third. Looks like got Easy Prey fourth. Wolfie in fifth. Got Arnold who's in sixth. Looks like Dash Vanguard, he's just giving himself a little breathing space. Well, quite easy to give yourself breathing space when you go out into the soil like that. And he's letting everyone go past. He knows he's balked up this qualifying lap. He's probably hoping again for maximum points. Make sure, as he of all people knows what it's like to go through a whole season being dominant and then lose it with just misfortune on the last race. So he is going to probably get himself some good breathing space in this qualification to try and get a good lap in, gain get the bonus point for qualifying first and getting pole position. by doing that, getting a bonus point will help with his grasp and hold on to the championship lead. Put a big buffer in front of him and his teammate. He's probably being a bit cheeky here, probably going to use Wolfie as a tow truck to tow him through the his second lap for pole. Now I hope it's only a 10-minute qualification race we're having here. Just going through and just having a look at what's going on with the group here, but we're watching Anders going out into the soil. Let's see if I can have a look at this again. What's this actually happened is he's just crossed the line and gained the pole position time here, but he's hooked it wide, probably overcooked it, no grip, front end grip, and out into the soil. So it's a bit of a rough one by him as we head back to live racing. Just watching, he's actually has pole position, but probably not this lap here. See how Sanders going, or Half-Bite's going. We'll get into, he's in a purple sector, so he's got the potential here of grabbing pole back. We'll just stick with him for a little bit. See, make sure my controller's working. So it does lose connection here in this side of the house. If I'm not careful, then I've got no chance of joining in the race as a spectator in the second race. And another purple sector by Half-Bite. So he's looking to try and steal this from Anders. Anders is a very tough competitor, I could say so myself. Have raced against him, great driver. Can do dive bombs of, well, can't say the word, but it does dive bombs that make Daniel Ricciardo very proud. And Half-Bite, another purple sector. I'll just see how Selrath is going as he goes through this section. If he hits a purple sector, I'm just going through. Watch this. Actually, we'll go back to Half-Bite. He's going to go around the corner. We'll see what time he covers the start-finish line. If he makes pole, he gets a pole position time. Takes it from Anders. Selrath, haven't seen how he's travelling around here. If he can improve on time and gain pole. We've only got 10 seconds, so this will be the last lap for most people. We've got time to finish it off. So Selrath holds on to third position. Anders has pushed himself up into third. Just was going to go and see how Easy Prey's going. This will be Easy Prey's last lap. We've got Dash, who's actually Dash. See if I can get back on what Dash was doing. Whatever happens there, I have no idea. The replay's not giving me anyway. So, let's see if I do this better again. So I press the wrong button. And too late now. Let's go back to normal. Still learning the replay mechanics of this keyboard, so forth here. Sorry about that, guys. I'm only average at best. Dash, who has provisional pole until, we'll see what the final lap is of everyone. Dash pushing himself past everyone, hoping to cement a bit more. We'll just watch Half-Bite, who has got breathing space in front of him. It goes flat out through here, no lifting of the accelerator, coming through into this hairpin. We'll call it sandpit hairpin. Not using full width might cost him a tenth of a second. We'll wait and see what this sector is. Actually, I don't think there's any sector. He's down a second and a half on pace here, so it will be a big climb from here to find it. 2.5 seconds on Dash. Must have had a mistake somewhere further down the line. But, anyways, guess we'll see as he crosses the line where he will finish. He'll probably still be on the front row. Question will be is where Anders will come. 2:22 is not good enough. Anders coming through, beats his previous time, but not good enough. Out by 0.83 of a second. We'll see where Solrath comes out with all this, as he's well and truly through his track here. Unfortunately, other people in front of him are going to cross the line before him. They might gain up on him, but he's fourth. Will he be able to make time up on Anders? He's got 3.5 seconds to make up. It's a big ask. Hitting the wall is going to cost half a second, but he will maintain fourth position. Will be second on the grid, second row on the grid. Easy Prey in fifth, and that is it. So that is the grid. I'm going to have to save the replay, save the results for everyone, and that was well done. So that is our qualifying done. Don't see any Fezzer join the group, so Fezzer unfortunately must have missed time running late, or very hard probably for him to deal with it. He's probably, Thanksgiving was only a couple of weeks ago. He's probably still in a Thanksgiving coma, as those guys eat phenomenal to the point that they do need a good nap after eating. So we are thinking of you, Fezzer. Hope to see you next week. Okay, the race is about to start, and we'll get things happening, and I'll put the ruse overlay over the information stuff, because what we don't want to see is all the tactics of everyone. So let's change that and turn the overlay on, and we're about to race when all the lights go out, and we'll be underway. So straight away off the start, it looks like a fair start by everyone. Dash has got the provisional lead. Half-bite right in behind it, tucked in behind him. He knows that he has to keep within Dash to be able to have any chance of competition. We've got Easy Prey pushing, looks like Selrath around the corner there, but it's all clean up behind everyone through the group here, and it looks like Wolfie, we'll just have to watch what happened there with Wolfie just again. Let's go back on the replay of that, what actually happened there. So Wolfie coming around the corner, he might have got out, he's going for a dive up on the inside, and it gives room to Easy Prey, but slower around the corner. So unfortunately, yep, not knowing what's going to happen there, Wolfie almost got the move done on Easy Prey. We'll head back up the front to see how they're going there, and Dash already half a second. Anders close in behind Half-Bite, so Anders is going to ask a question of Half-Bite if he will be the competitor to be able to knock Dash off the top of the table. These two look like it's already getting interesting, but Selrath, who's newcomer to this group, he is within striking distance of Anders as well. So anyway, this is a sprint race, so don't forget that. These guys are going to fight tooth and nail in the next race. It will be reverse grid. I'm just watching here, Anders is actually having to fight Selrath off. Selrath is looking for a chance to get around and make a move, which pretty good work there. Asking the question of Anders, who maybe a little bit out of practice for Anders. So it's good, exciting stuff to watch. Anders out wide, and Selrath gets around. So Selrath up into fourth. perfect time to practice my replays. So we'll just watch this. Anders goes out wide, and Selref jumps around, makes a move, and moves up into third position. Very well done. And while they were fighting, we've got here Dash is pulled away from Half-Bite and out of slipstream range. Half-Bite has pulled away. It's 2 seconds in front of the guys in third. So it's all happening here out the front. Well, speaking out the front, we'll see how these guys are going at the back. And we've got the old sparring partners again duking it out, Arnold and Wolfie. I don't think there's ever been a race I've spectated where I've seen these two guys always have a tussle. We've got here Arnold, who's actually put on a purple time, and he is going around the outside to go on the inside on Wolfie. This is a big ask, a very hard turn, because it's hard to really get around here. Wolfie may have clipped the wall there, and Arnold gets around. That is excellent driving by Arnold. We watch again from the other corner, just around the outside, cuts his nose off in front and across the bridge. Great driving by Arnold. We're back live. Arnold is putting in purple time, so whatever time he might be on mediums, which are just starting to wake up, and everyone else is on softs, and he is putting in some excellent times here, and may show the rest of the younger guys up a little bit. This is getting yellow flag, so somebody is creating a Selref. Let's see if we can get that on replay. What's happened to Selref here? Coming around, this is a very awkward corner, very easy to get wide. He's hit the orange and the tail happy car, and he's turned the car right around. Unfortunately, very awkward there in that corner. It jumps up on you. It's not a typical corner, so unfortunate there for Selref. Very easy to get unstuck. It's not uncommon for people to do that. Unfortunately, see, we've got we now have Dash pulling away. He's now 3 seconds out. We're only lap 2 of 9, so he is really making sure that he has got this championship under control, much like the Indians in the cricket today. Now, watching Half-Bite in second. Still a good race, still a good effort. If he can stay within touch of Dash, there's still 3 more races after this. Excuse me. There is 3 more rounds after this, and if Dash can't make the next 3 rounds, it will be anyone's. So you just need to stay in touch. The championship will not be over at the end of this sprint round. There's still a super sprint round to go and 2 normal races to go. So Half-Bite's in a good position to be able to at least keep in touch, and that's all you need to do. Racing can easily go wrong. Now, Anders showing good form, as I've always known him to do, in there in third, and he is in touch of Half-Bite. Now, I'm not unsure of what tyres these guys are on. But, if they're on different tyres, it could be an interesting result towards the end of the race. Let's go down to easy prey. He's going through the awkward late corner. He's flowing through fairly well. Just remember, not go too wide there, or you hit that little Armco there and get unstuck like Selraf did. Now, he's not quite in striking distance, but put up his fastest lap of the race so far. And yeah, he's keeping within distance. So I'll just move down to Arnold, who's showing some life out of this car and is pulling away from Wolfie. So he's got some rhythm happening, or he's just found something in the car that others just don't know. It's there. And he was pulling out purple sectors only a lap ago. And he's put his fastest time in, so as the car's getting lighter on fuel, he's picking up time, going flat out through here. He's not running low on fuel, it's just the stream yellow flag ahead, who's stuffed up. It looks like half bite, so I'm going to have a look at that, see what's happened. So if I've got it on time, half bite. No, half bite's third, so Anders has got around him, so no idea what the yellow flag was all about. I missed out on that. But we've now got new person in second, and hot on his tail is half bite. So half bite might have done some lawn mowing or the like, and unfortunately I couldn't grab that on replay. I just noticed the yellow flag and couldn't capture it in time. We've got Silref jumping into the pits. It's unusual. He's on softs. Maybe he's chosen to stay on softs and gone out in softs and realised that the tyres are stuffed. May not have read the rules that you don't have to change tyres in this, so that's going to cost him a lot because no one else has to go in. So unfortunate for Silref. He was doing really well. One of the pits, the tyres must have been absolutely shot to pieces. Hopefully he'll start on mediums the next race and be able to keep up with the other guys. Bad luck. He was looking really good too. Let's see how Easy Prey is going and Wolfie, how close they are to each other. What's going on here? Wolfie, Easy Prey. Trying to work out what's going on here. We've got Easy Prey. Yeah, the grid pattern looked weird. I was pressing where they were meant to be and couldn't really see where Easy Prey was, but he's right in behind Arnold. He's a second and a half behind Arnold, so Arnold chooses the wrong line and Easy Prey can make a good run out of a corner, and he might be able to grab Arnold's slipstream. There's plenty of places to grab one slipstream through this track. A lot of sweeping turns. Div 4 dash vanguards going into the pit, changing to softs from softs. That's a bit of an ask. You don't have to change tyres in the sprint races. So he's gone into the pits. That will hand Anders first position and second position. This is becoming a really interesting outcome to the race. Sprint races, you do not have to change tyres. You choose whatever tyres you need. Maybe it's because Dash realised he was shedding time and he was losing time. He needed to put mediums in and hope that he might be able to salvage something out of this. So he's come out in, one would assume, mediums, because we're only halfway through the race. Anders now leading the race. Dash is still sitting on the, I'm going to have to remember this, he's on 2:21.295. There's the next race. If he gets fastest lap on that one, or anyone gets fastest lap on that one, that is the official fastest lap of the round. So I can't find a pen around here when I really need it, so hopefully viewers, I'll be able to remember this. But Anders out in front by 3 seconds over half bite, and he has got 4 seconds up on Dash. So they've really spread right out. The people jumping into the pits is really throwing a spanner in the works, and will make for interesting results for this round, because the combination of where you finish in this round, in the first race versus the second race, is cumulative points, and then where you are at those point settings will be your final results for the round. And that'll go towards, therefore will then go towards the round's results. Yes, I got there in the end. Sorry about that, people. Arnold, he's got a good buffer there behind him. A second and a half, I should say. A bit under. So long as he doesn't hit the arm car and do some lawn mowing like he just did. Now he has got Easy Prey right up behind him now, and 0.6, 0.5, that is slipstream. So he is within slipstream range, and you can see right up underneath the toe, and now he has to do some defending as Wolfie makes a manoeuvre around the outside to get around Arnold. It will be a drag race between these two to the next corner, but Easy Prey will get the inside line into this. It's a big battle here between the guys. Arnold just lets out, goes for the switchback, not quite get it done. Easy Prey holds that off, but we'll stay with these two guys. This next big sweeping corner, hey, anyone can get unstuck. Now if it was group 3 cars, very easy to get dirty air coming through here and all sorts of mischief will happen. It's like Arnold's just held back to make sure he doesn't make a big mess there, and Wolfie is smelling blood. Looks like he's going to creep up on Arnold. So just looking at all this, Easy Prey up in the 4th place, got half bite. Whatever has happened, I don't believe I'll be able to capture this on replay. Let's see what's happened here. It's like half bite. Yeah, I've lost that while chasing the Easy Prey manoeuvre, and Dash has gained back up into 2nd position. So maybe Dash has got the fresher tyres, half bites, mediums are a bit clunky. And now we got Dash, who must have a mission now in front of him tonight. Try and catch Anders, who's probably got, maybe his mediums are now starting to fade. We've still got 3 laps of this race, and Dash has put in purple time, so he's got a lighter car and happier tyres. Possibly he has done some testing during the week and realised that you can do a pit stop strategy, and that'll be faster than just staying out there maybe on hards or however, hitting the barrier there is not going to do one any favours. Looks like half bites jumped in the pits. He was running on soft, so yeah, a few guys are trying out the soft to see if they can run the whole distance. And we've got here Dash, who is absolutely running down Anders, and this is coming to be quite exciting first round race. This is excellent driving by Dash, great team strategy. I honestly thought myself it would be just run the race beginning end, no pitting. Maybe this track has got some secrets in there that I did not think was possible. Easy Prey's moved up into 3rd. Arnold 4th, again just out of reach of the podium. Put up his fastest lap. Wolfie in 5th with his son right behind him. And Selrath getting a bit out of shape there. Car's not being all that happy. Something not quite right there of the show. But he's only a 2nd behind half bite, so anything yet can happen to gain points within this race. So we're back up in here, and we've got Anders with Dash hot on his heels. And Dash is, yep, this is big gains here. So the happier tyres, lighter car. Maybe Anders has got, he might be right down on the rims and hoping that these tyres that he's got are holding on. But Dash is just gaining big times around here, going for a tighter line here. Probably, as I've said before, you can be innovative getting around this track. The track is very wide. You can fit probably 4 cars, 5 cars wide. Anders is using every millimetre of the track to try and hold on. But Dash is straight up on the inside here. He's got pace, he's got the tyres. It just gets around easy as. We'll go onto a replay of that one. Just see it through there, straight down the line, just the better run, and then owns the apex here. Anders is just a passenger in the whole thing and gets around. And Dash with fastest lap this round, a 2:20. Well, this round so far, 2:29 against everyone else. And Anders, which is best lap is a 2:23. Got Easy Prey in third to make rounds up the podium so far for this race. Swatch down to Arnold. He's a respectable fourth. I don't think Arnold had pitted, and his strategy is pretty much played out for him. Though half bite with fresher tyres, he is gaining some ground up here on Arnold. Still got 2 laps to go, or 1.5 laps to go. Not even that, it's 1 3/4. So there's still a lot of racing left. It's a very long track. Arnold's probably got tired tyres. His half bite's got fresh ones. They're only a lap old, and he is absolutely making inroads here. As you'll see, he will just leave Arnold for dust here. It's just, yeah, Arnold's got nowhere to go. Half bite grip there on the corner. I dare say he's probably gone on to softs again, and it'd be like running not a sprint lap, I was going to say qualifying lap, and he'll probably hope to try and reel in Easy Prey and try and get that final spot on the podium. Watch Arnold just get a bit tail heavy there. Just watch where Wolfie is at the moment. Now Wolfie, I don't believe, pitted. We're going for the full 9 laps without pitting. From my testings, you can get around the track without pitting. I could do it on mediums. I don't know what my pace was like on mediums all the way through, but I know that if you over rev this car, you will run out of fuel. So you do have to be thoughtful of your mapping if you do map, or at least short shift a little bit. So we've got here Dash, who's now pulling away from Anders, making it quite easy. Anders in second. I believe Anders did not pit, so he would have started on mediums. He's not going to pit now. He's into the final lap for this round. Half bite up into third, so he's got around Easy Prey again. So I don't believe I've got this on replay again. Sorry about that, Seth. So again, I'm not watching the leaderboard there. I'm just watching the cars and waffling rubbish. I'm missing the action to put up on replay. So Arnold, respectable 5th position. We'll just see how Wolfie's going, if he's going to find off Selrath. Selrath is really just right behind him. Well, yeah, I was going to say a second, but sorry, it's a minute 40. So he's just fighting this car a little bit, not used to it. Wolfie, it's just showing a consistent race. That's all you need to do. But out in 6th place, it's still points, and we do hope he's enjoying this race. Because it's sprint races, I'm not going to be trying to talk to guys during the race, because actions are plenty, especially when it's reverse grid. Dash is holding out 1st position, going around sandpit hairpin for the last time for this race. Anders is right behind him, but he is losing ground. Half bite, is he making? He won't have enough time. He's not going to make 16 seconds up with only a third of the track to go. He'll come in 3rd. So he might, if he does do something awkward, which I've seen some other drivers do. There are other drivers in other divisions, they have a habit of losing it in the second last or last corner. So I've failed to say. And got Anders doing a blunty style finish. Got half bite flicking through. He'll come through in 3rd for this round. Just watching across the line. Sorry, Dash, I didn't get you across the line on this one. Half bite finishes in 3rd. Make round up the podium. 4th for Easy Prey. Arnold makes 5th as he goes over to his pit crew to say, yeah, thanks guys. Wolfie cruises through in 6th for this race. we'll watch Selrath for a little bit, as he's not having the greatest race for this race round. He did show good competition to the guys there until I think he hit the Armco, and then it was just a little unnerving. Can easily happen for some people. So Selrath to round out 7th, which is still within the points by a long shot. I'll probably get him to keep in touch with some of the guys in front of him. It's not a bad effort for first time round in this group. Now some of us guys, well, most of us guys, especially Div 4, we're professionals away from the keyboard and racetrack, so we don't have much time to practice, and sometimes it does show. Selrath making it interesting for us to watch. And I hope he doesn't feel offended if he watches this, as we round off 7th position, Selrath for this race. Crosses the line. We'll have a look at the results. I'll save the results. Winner being Dash Vanguard for this round. Pole position. We'll see how we go. So I'll just remove that. Save the results. And then the next race will start reverse grid. Meanwhile, I will try to post the race to everyone in this group. Bear with me. So I'll send that one to the group, and then I'll try and I'll send that one to the group as well. And hopefully that'll be enough for Halfbite, who's the host for this round, to be able to put everything into reverse grid order. And so we go. I might cross over to those guys and have a chat and see how they're going. You won't hear this, so bear with us while I leave the channel. Race number 2 is about to get underway as we do this in reverse order and see how we go. Cell Ralph jumping away. We've got Wolfie and who's that? Is that Half-Bite in the background there making a move through the group? And it's Half-Bite going for a big dive up on the inside. So we go around the first corner and it's all mayhem here as one expects as Easy Prey jumps into third. Looks like no one else has really made a move there apart from Easy Prey. Selraf holding first position, and we've got there Wolfie making a charge up on the inside. Selraf out wide. Got it here. Easy Prey in third. Half-Bite up in the fourth. Made his way up there in the fourth. Arnold in fifth, holding off Dash. Anders in seventh. Action there. We've got Arnold going out wide. It's going to be hard to navigate through here. Half-Bite with the dive up on the inside of Easy Prey, but plenty of room given, and it's now a drag race down into the bend there after the bridge, and it looks like we're going 3 wide as I'm hoping I can get some action happening here on the screen proper. These guys all looking to, God, they're bunched up there. He could throw a blanket cover about 6 cars out of the 7, and we've got there Arnold going very tail happy. We'll just watch that on the replay, what happened there. Coming around and goes sort of wide out there. I think just a little bit of room. Might have been a tap by Anders. Bit rough, don't know. We'll head back to the race, which we've got now Wolfie out in front. If I can get a replay on Wolfie, what he did to actually gain it. No, I cannot. He is out in front charging, and he's got hot on his tail Half-Bite. So yeah, I'm getting too happy with these replays and I'm losing a lot of this action that's happening out here in front. I do apologise. After all, I'm average at best. So Dash, who has moved himself up into third position, and we've now got Half-Bite, who knows he has to get around Wolfie to make any inroads into this championship, and he is grazing the Armco. Dash, who is now, well, Dash has made the move, and we'll watch that one again for sure. So we've got here 3 cars all competing to get around the corner here, and Dash is on the inside while the other 2 grazing the wall and bumping into each other. Dash free air in front of him and is now out in front. He has moved out in front and pulling away, I'd assume, in front. But Half-Bite still within striking distance. That's like he's within slipstream range, tow range. Wolfie in third. Easy Prey, who has got here, Easy Prey's got Wolfie's tow as well. So this track full of straights, especially down the bridge here. Let's see if we can watch something happen between these guys. I'll bounce between Wolfie and Easy Prey. Easy Prey, will he make the move at the end? It looks like he's going to go for the dive up on the inside around Wolfie. No, I thought second of it, not close enough. Get around maybe the next straight, which will be after the lake corner. He might make another maneuver, which is some ways innovative. You can do that. He pulls around, he's not quite in range. So we've now got Dash out in front with Half-Bite actually laying down the challenge. He wants these points, these ever so important points, to stay in touch of Dash. But for Bruce Hale Racing, as these two are Bruce Hale Racing, they are helping the cause for Bruce Hale Racing, and it'll probably be 2 years in a row, 2 seasons in a row that Bruce Hale Racing will win the team's championship. As far as Half-Bite goes, he wants this championship as well for himself as a driver's championship, and he is putting some heat onto Dash. We're going out there onto near the Armco. Still within driving limits, but out onto the dirty soil. Loses a little bit of grip, but he is still in touch. He is now drawing in with the toe onto Dash. Dash, think about blocking him. It's got to be close for see if there's any manoeuvres here. It's still a well orchestrated fight here. Half-bite looking for a dive on the inside of the sweeping corner to get around Dash. Dash lets him go through, but Dash will own the apex here. It's going to be neck and neck as they come around. A little bit of touchy-feelies. But Half-bite now. So we'll watch that on a quick replay. See what exactly happens. So just going in there, Dash owns the in, but Half-bite owns the outside of the corner and just maybe just holds back with Dash, and we see a great little manoeuvre there by the sort between these two Bruce Hale Racing drivers. I'm sure Captain Risky would be pulling his hair out here and say, guys, don't lose this for us. Easy Prey is looking to chase down Wolfie, but a second and a bit is outside of range. Anders is down in fifth. Maybe a mishap. I've missed out on what's happened there. He's got a lot of work to do to get up and challenge Half-bite and Dash in this race. So a bit of work to do there. Soraf in sixth, coming around this corner, which is not a good way of doing it. He got tail happy before. This time he survived. Little grind there. Arnold in seventh. All these guys fighting it out really hard. Don't forget, if they're over revving this car, they could be costing themselves valuable fuel, and then we could be getting nothing but fuel fumes at the end of the race and empty tanks. Half-bite is actually pulling away from Dash. Question is, what tyres is Half-bite on? He is the host of the race, and he's probably going to kick himself. He looks down and he goes, I'm on softs again. When I was in the channel with them, there was the question of dropping, making sure, yeah, you're on the right tyre. So a few people that did pit, they weren't intending to pit. And we got Dash. Dash looking for a dive up on the inside at the end of the turn one. Holds back on Half-bite. Not quite enough room there at the left at the end of the home straight, but Dash bearing down, and he's not making things comfortable for Half-bite. We've got a great race happening here with these guys. We'll just sit back and see how Wolfie's going. He has got Easy Prey right on his tail now, so it is race on for the last spot on the podium between these two drivers. Bear with me while I take a drink. Wolfie a bit of jumping on the curve there, and we've got Easy Prey hot on his tail. It's now in the draft. Wolfie moving into a blocking position. Yeah, he can't do any more than that. Easy Prey's right next to him and will own the apexes to get around. Wolfie tries to switch back, and not sure exactly what happened there. We'll leave that for other people to have a look. Looked like Easy Prey might have slammed the brakes on him as well. Not sure, but there is still 5 laps left in the race. These guys. Half-bite still fending off Dash for first spot. Dash out wide, out in the dirt. It's not going to do him any favours. Half-bite out in the soil. He is in. This is going to be really. I'm going to have to stick between these two. Both cars have got dirty tyres. So if they get through this real technical part, you can go through flat out, but I'm not sure if you can go through flat out with dirt on your tyres. Half-bite managed to make it stick, but Dash has now got the lead after that little mishap. So Wolfie, again, he's going to have to hold off Easy Prey for another bit. While those two are fighting, Anders 13 seconds back. He's got a lot of building to do. Seems to be falling further behind the other guys. Now, maybe he's on hards and planning not to pit. And with Dash and Halfbite fighting it out, they could be running on rims and open the door for some of these guys at the back to come up and make a race of it at the end. Well done. So well done for all my viewers, the whole 0 of them, I'm sure. But, if anyone's there, say something in the chat. Yep, thanks. No one. Someday I might get some followers. But, Halfbite just probably kicking himself a little bit for that adventure out onto the sandpit in Sandpit Corner. Probably cost him first place on this track. Easy Prey's got around Wolfie. Let's see if I can get a replay of what has actually happened here. Wolfie going around, and he just went around slow, and the car got a little bit jumpy there, and Easy Prey sees the chance and gets around, so it moves up into third. But Wolfie still within striking distance. And I'll repeat again, as I did last week, and let you guys miss out. Wolfie's running on controller until he fully mends. He himself has told me he's had a serious work injury that will probably, for us lesser people, end our life. He's at least going through many operations to get himself back fit again. And will then recommission the steering wheel that Halfbite has borrowed from him to be able to race good proper now. But in the meantime, he is racing on. We've got yellow flags ahead. Who would have hit yellow flags? Let's just see if we can find if there's anyone. It's Halfbite. Let's see if I can catch what's going on, what's happened to Halfbite. Not quite what's happened there. It looks like he might have he got out of shape, but he's dived into the pit, so he was on softs. Wolfie dives in the pits, he's on softs, so again a bit of a mishap, and probably kicking himself, he's on softs, and it's probably cost him the race. So these guys forgot to put themselves, change their tyres during the practice session. Kind of hard when he was race host, so hopefully I'll do some conversations with the guys, and I might have to be race host next week to prevent this sort of tomfoolery happening. Div 4 does need a captain to run the show. Please, Viper, someone put their hand up. Easy Prey in second, but he's got 14 seconds to make up on Dash, who is just sailing away and pretty much has put one hand on this trophy. But there is 3 more rounds to go for this race, and Dash, of all people, does know what it's like to lose it with internet connections and so forth. But yeah, in a matter of seconds he's had stiff competition to now he is out on his lows to out in front. Maybe he's on softs, he might have to pit, so it's in his best interest to possibly keep up ahead. He might not even know, because Dash, like Halfbite, those two are on VR. You do not know in VR how far the person behind you is behind, or even how far in front they are. So he'll be pushing it to every single inch. As you can see, a little puff of dust up there, and he will be zooming around, get as much buffer as possible. He's gone to the closest millimetre to the barrier there to get through, not his fastest lap, but to try his best to stay out front. Easy Prey second, just zip back. Silraf's into 5th. That was because of Wolfie's pitting. But we have Wolfie all over the back of Silraf. So we'll see what happens here at this corner. Could be a bit of a maneuver here, an overtake. Silraf not got the fastest pace there. Wolfie is going to have to do something here. Goes up on the inside of Silraf. He should own the apex, but you'll see there Arnold is closing in. Wolfie around the apex, does a great maneuver, gets around clean as you can see it, and gains up a position on Silraf. Silraf might be running on hards or very dead soft, so we'll see how we go. Arnold is just lurking about. He is in striking distance. Don't know if Silraf is actually fighting back, so this is big race here for the minor positions. Silraf out wide but diving in close. It's 3 cars within milliseconds of each other. Silraf out in the saw. That's not good. That's a damage to the car. And Arnold gets around. I'm not going to replay that for you. I'm going to go straight back up to the front. Nothing worse than seeing mistakes thrown up in replays. It's not enjoyable. Dash well and truly out front. He's actually pulling away. He was 14 seconds. It's now 16 seconds in front of Easy Prey. Easy Prey with 10 seconds on Anders. Anders, who's had a bit of a rough time of it, but he's now got half bite with fresh tyres climbing in behind him. We've got 2 laps left in this race. Anything could happen. Half bite does need every single point possible to stay within reach of Dash, and Anders also needs points to also stay within reach. Time I raced Anders, he finished 3rd in the competition when I fluked 1st and just nudged out Blunty, who's in a division above. So Anders is a good competitor. It does look like Halfbite is reeling him in. It would be to do, well, if you're going all pear-shaped like that, he's not going to do himself any favours to reel in Anders, but he is trying extra hard. It's only 2 laps to go, and we'll just see what is happening with Wolfie and Arnold, 2 sparring partners. Sort of, they are close, but it's sort of like a minor mistake away before they can really get into true contention of battling it out. Could be more interesting here, as we can see Halfbite is within a second, under a second of Anders. Anders through here flat out. Halfbite, does he overcook it here in this corner? It looks like he just did, to be honest. And just watched that on the replay, because I think he overcooked it just coming around down through here, trying just that extra too hard, too shallow in that corner, and goes out onto the grass. Did his best, just nudged it, and that cost him probably half a second of pace, and Anders does get away. So unfortunate for Halfbite there. Oh, just trying this a little bit too hard. This race can get frustrating for you, especially sprint races. Personally, myself, I dread them, as I'm not a racing car driver. I'm just a steerer. But watching Wolfie and Arnold, it's still too far away, these guys. Just go back to Dash, who will just start his final lap, see what time he pulls off here. If he's going to be improving, it's his fastest lap. We've got Halfbite, who's got a 2:21.8, which I believe is actually faster than Dash is one on the last lap. I'm sure those of you who are watching will probably know, but I think Halfbite might have the fastest lap of the race for this round. So he's at least be able to take a point there away from Dash from a perfect round. So Half-Bite chasing down Anders. I'm just looking here, yeah, just no, yeah, it's only Dash and Half-Bite. They're the only two VR drivers here. They do not know what anyone else has got on it in the race. They'll know that if they cross the line and they get a blue flick up, oh, here we go, got Dash, who when he went over the line, finished his 8th lap, he got a blue thing saying he got his fastest lap, but wasn't the fastest lap. So he is now looking to try to get maximum points out of this. So you might be aware, we'll just touch the curb, we'll touch the Armco there, cost him a 10th of a second. We'll see what happens when he gets into the next sector and he's down into a blue. He knows he's probably fluffed it there by hitting the Armco, but still time to make up. You might be able to make it up through this session if you can go through here after the sandpit corner and then through this next section. You can go flat out in this car if you get the line right. We'll just watch him. Looks like he does have the line right, still going flat out and still putting on a blue time for himself, but it's not a purple time. Is he going? He is giving it almost to the edge of the curb. He's going to try to pull it out wide, cut through tight, come through the final corner, just nicks Armco again. He's just trying that bit too hard to get that fastest lap in. He knows it. He does a blunty celebration across the line to finish first. He knows he wasn't going to get the fastest time. Easy Prey in second. Will come through a second. Great race by him. So he flies through. He's holding off. We won't worry about that yellow flag. That yellow flag is the blunty celebration. The Easy Prey through in second place. Half-Bite in third. He did manage to get around Anders. I'm sorry to not get that. Anders just right behind him in fourth. Wolfie, will he hold off Arnold as he manages to do so? Arnold in sixth. Selrath not too far behind in seventh, so he managed to hold out well and only finished a minute behind Dash, who is putting on great time. So fastest lap to Half-Bite. We'll just, hopefully I've got life left in my controller. Could copy the results, which I have. Thanks guys, there's the results of that race. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time, because it looks like Dash has pretty much got one hand on that trophy now with 3 races to go. Thanks again for watching.